The rain fell steadily over the dimly lit car park, washing over asphalt streaked with shadows. Ivy stood a few feet from Rose, umbrella in hand, the world around them muted and cold. Every heartbeat between them seemed amplified, echoing in the silence. Ivy's chest tightened with nervous energy. Weeks of tension, longing, and unresolved feelings had led to this exact moment. Rose. Ivy's voice was soft, but edged with urgency, a tremor betraying the emotions she tried to keep in check. I need to talk to you. Please. Just listen. Rose's fingers clenched around her keys. For a long moment, she didn't speak. Then, softly, she said, I don't know what to say. Then don't, Ivy murmured, a small, rueful smile tugging at her lips. I just need you to hear this. I care about you, Rose. I've cared for longer than I realized, longer than I let myself admit. And I shouldn't have pushed you away or pretended it didn't matter, because it does. You matter to me. Rose's chest tightened, her heartbeat quickening. I feel the same, she whispered. I was scared. Scared of what it could mean, of what might happen. But I can't hide it anymore either. The rain softened to a drizzle. Ivy stepped closer, closing the space between them, brushing a wet strand of hair from Rose's face. Their eyes locked, holding weeks of unspoken longing, miscommunication, and desire. Rose's lips curved into a tentative smile. Ivy mirrored it. Their breaths mingled in the cold night air, a shared warmth growing between them. Come with me, Ivy whispered. A weekend, away from everything. Just us. Rose hesitated, heart pounding, then nodded slowly. Okay, I trust you. The drive up the winding mountain road was quiet. The hum of tires on wet asphalt the only sound, punctuated by occasional soft touches. Hands brushing across the seat, fingers grazing, sparks igniting each time. Snow began to dust the trees along the roadside, soft and silent. Outside, the world was muted, cocooned by the snowfall, leaving only them and their shared heartbeat. Ivy stole glances at Rose in the rearview mirror. The damp strands of her hair clung to her cheeks, lips twitching into small, unconscious smiles. Ivy's chest warmed, breath catching in her throat. Their fingers brushed again, accidental but deliberate in the way it left them both holding their breath. Hours passed like minutes until the cabin appeared. Nestled in a clearing among snow-dusted pines, smoke curling from the chimney. Warm light spilled from the windows, inviting and intimate. Rose's chest fluttered, her heart tightened with anticipation. Ivy parked the car and brushed snow from her coat, then pulled Rose into a tight, brief hug. Bodies pressed together for a heartbeat, sharing warmth against the cold. You okay? Ivy whispered. Rose nodded, voice soft. Yeah, it feels like magic. Ivy smiled, thumb brushing Rose's hand. It's going to be a good weekend. I promise. Inside, the cabin was a cozy sanctuary. Rustic wooden walls framed a stone fireplace, already crackling with fire. Woolen blankets lay draped over plush couches. The windows framed snow-dusted pines outside, reflecting a soft, muted light. The smell of pine and smoke grounded them, cocooning them in intimacy. You can stay wherever you like, Ivy said, looking at Rose with gentle intensity. There's no schedule. No rules, just us. Rose's chest tightened. She felt the weight of the gesture, the intimacy behind it. Moving closer to the fire, she let its warmth mingle with the comfort of Ivy's presence. They sipped tea in silence, letting the crackle of the fire fill the void. Slowly, laughter and conversation began to flow. Memories from the office, teasing, gentle jokes. Walls that had existed for months crumbled slowly with every shared smile, every soft glance. Finally, Ivy's expression softened. I'm sorry, Rose. For everything. For my distance, my stubbornness, my fear. Rose met her gaze, tears welling. I'm sorry, too, for doubting you, for not speaking up. I care about you, Ivy. So much I care about you, too, Ivy whispered. More than I can say. I've been scared, but I can't deny it anymore. Silence fell, comforting and heavy. Ivy brushed a loose strand of hair behind Rose's ear. Slowly, intentionally, their lips met in a lingering kiss, soft and deliberate, charged with the intensity of weeks of restrained desire. Pulling back slightly, foreheads resting together, Ivy whispered, I've wanted this for so long. Me too, Rose breathed. The night stretched into hours of quiet confessions. Ivy admitted insecurities about power, responsibility, and losing control. Rose admitted jealousy, fear of rejection, and her longing to be truly seen. Every confession was met with patience, soft touches, and whispered reassurances. Snow fell gently outside, the cabin a cocoon for their growing intimacy. Promise me something, Ivy asked softly. What? Rose replied. Promise me honesty. Always. No walls, no pretending, Rose smiled softly. I promise. In that promise, they found release. Weeks of tension and longing melted away like snow under sunlight. Morning sunlight reflected off the snow, bathing the cabin in soft gold and white. They prepared breakfast together, playful touches, shared laughter, and lingering glances making even mundane tasks feel intimate. Every brush of fingers, every small smile, a dance of rediscovered trust. By evening, they sat near the fireplace again. Ivy held Rose close, rocking slightly, whispering, I don't want to hide anymore. Not from anyone. Not from us. Rose leaned in, eyes closed. Nor do I. Their kisses were tender, sometimes playful, always emotionally charged. Every lingering touch deepened their bond, each glance weaving them closer together. By the final day, Ivy and Rose walked hand in hand through the snow, laughing freely. The cabin, fire, and snow had become symbols of their private world, safe from the outside. I never want this to end, Rose murmured. Then it doesn't have to, Ivy replied, squeezing her hand. We'll carry this, together. As the sun set behind the mountains, gold and pink reflecting off the snow, they shared a long, lingering kiss. A kiss full of trust, love, vulnerability, and promises of a future together. The snow fell gently, the fire crackled, and the world outside faded. In each other's arms, hearts aligned, Ivy and Rose finally found peace, fully, completely, and happily together.